punctuality. Everything you do, there is nothing that is hidden under the sun. One thing that always comes to my mind as a person, not just as a president, is that anything I do in the open or in the secret will be accounted for. And everything I do will always come back to me. From childhood, I've always known that if I keep doing evil will always come around and come back to me. So I try as much as I can to do good all the time. So it is expected that every president does good all the time. Some presidents are fond of domineering in their meetings. They talk from beginning to the end of their meeting. They don't give room to other officers or even the floor, the entire members, to participate. The meeting is not supposed to be like a lecture kind of meeting where the president sits to lord it over the rest members of the presidium or council. No, you only sit there as the chair. As the handbook puts it, you are chairing that meeting. That doesn't mean you're lording it over them. You are in charge. Everybody is subject to you. Your duty is just to ensure that everything is done the way it ought to be done. And as such, everybody must be allowed an opportunity to air his or her own view, as the handbook puts it. You must allow your members to air their view. You must not dominate the meeting. Some presidents talk and talk and talk. The handbook says when you talk and talk and talk, you are stealing some other person's time. The time other people should have used to, make an interview, you are taking it all. It shouldn't be done at all. Another very important thing, the president, that one we know too well. Sometimes some presidents sit back somewhere and expect that the meeting venue should be prepared before they walk in. It is wrong. Even as the commission president, the first thing I do every commission meeting day is to ensure that there is a venue for a meeting. And sometimes, I try to help in the arranging. And sometimes they say, no, President John, no. But the handbook says the president must ensure that the place, for the meeting is okay and prepared. And the meeting should stand aside when it's going to start. That is the punctuality in terms of the article there. Say it must be punctual. Starting at the time it should start. And the president is like the timekeeper. He or she gives time, making sure that the meeting, everything done is moderated. If the meeting, as the handbook tells us, should be within 1.5 hours. So you, in your own calculation, it's not as if you allot time to everything. No, but you manage the time. When cantina should be recited, and when people are giving their report and somebody is taking so much time in reporting, it is your duty to kind of curtail the reporting. Ensure that the basic things are said and the trivial things are left out. You can take up that later. But during the course of the meeting, all you need from the reporting is the basic thing. The basic thing that every member must hear. And possibly if there are questions, you allow questions. If there are reactions, you allow. But the president moderates the timing of the meeting. Then another very important thing the president must do. Sometimes some persons, it's not like they do it on purpose. Maybe they don't really have, they can't come to be heard from a distance, except they have to shout. But some presidents equally try to talk on a low tone. The handbook says they must talk in such a way that everybody hears you within the meeting vicinity. Everybody must hear you. So that whenever some other person is talking or reporting, he or she too will try to talk to be heard by others. So people must talk in such a way that they will be heard. And that will be overseen by the president setting the pace. Another very important thing, all these things I'm saying are contained in the Legion Handbook. I'm only trying to throw light on some of them. so that we, in case we are getting confused in some aspect, we'll get them right today. It is the duty of the spiritual director to take up the allocution, which means anybody can read the spiritual reading, but the spiritual director takes the allocution. But in the absence of the spiritual director, the president could do it or appoint some other person to do it. It is not written that the president must be the one to give the allocution. He could appoint somebody. My president in my career in Lagos, it could be anybody. They makes it in such a way that everybody pays serious attention during the course of the reading, because he could just point at you, please give us the allocution, and you won't say you did not hear or you did not read. So I think that helps to justify what the handbook tells us about the kind of formation we enjoy in the Legion, so that everybody is carried along. So another thing we must bear in mind, it is not written anywhere in the handbook that the president must be somebody of maybe a graduate or something. No, it is not anywhere. But the important thing is the president at least must be literate, should be able to read and write. That's the basic thing. He or she must be able to read and write. I know the Bible tells us that God picks those who are not qualified somehow, in quotes, and qualifies them. So it is not like somebody is qualified, he or she has all of it. No. God picks you, irrespective of who you are, and makes you who he wants you to be. So whoever is the president, and it applies to other officers, do not say I am fit. No, you are not fit. It's just that God can qualify you, irrespective of the weaknesses, those things you think you don't have. It's just for you to be disposed. But you must know it. The handbook tells us that if the president fails or the president is failing, it is the president that is, could be not could. It didn't say could. The president to be held responsible, because the president is like a pace setter in the presidium, which means if things are going wrong that the president cannot handle, he or she goes to the next higher council, to seek help, so that they can come to their rescue. But that will be done according to the handbook, not to the open, not publicly. We go behind and sort things out. But you must ensure that your presidium, your council doesn't go, the downward trend, but should go upward.